Hello everyone. In this video we are going to discuss about how to design snake and ladder game by using Python Tkinter GUI modules. So already I have designed this one. So once just run and see this one. Later on we'll get into the coding part. So simply double click over here.
Welcome to Snakes and Ladder game. Let's start with player 1.
So here after that immediately this window will be open like this. All of you are familiar about this game. So here some board will be there around 1 to 10, and here some snakes and ladders will be there, and here blue color coin and red color coin. So one is for player 1 and another is one for player 2, and here one is for exit button. If you click this one, this window will be closed. Here this is the dice. Whenever you click on the player, that dice will be rolled and it will randomly generate one number. So this is for player 2. So let's start the game first. So if I click on the player 1,
Now player 2 turn.
so player 1 is uses the blue coin. So here dice has started up to the 4, so it has moved to the 4th number, and after that this player 1 should be automatically disabled, so until player 2 plays. So now if I click on the player 2,
Now player 1 turn.
now here it has rolled 5, so player 2 red color has been moved to the 5th position. Now after that again player 2 button should be disabled. Now again after that player 1.
Ladder at 8 climbing up. Now player 1 turn.
Yeah, now let's start with the coding about the snake and ladder game. So first as usual open the id later. So here simply open new file and first save this file. So here I am saving, keeping the ladder game. So here I am giving the file name as the project. So in this file I want to write a program. So here I want to use the Tkinter module. So that first I have to use the import Tkinter, and for this I want to give an alias name as Tk. This is the first part I want to do, and after that next what I have to do is first I have to create one GUI window. So in that window only I have to keep all the widgets. So for that first, by using Tk object, create one root window. So in this window I have to place all the things. So simply root dot geometry, and here I have to specify the window size 1200 by 800 window I am giving, and after that window should keep on running until I have closed. So now let's run this one and see this one Tkinter GUI window came. So in this window you can keep all the graphical components which are also called as the widgets. So first this thing is over. Now if you want to give the small window size, here you can decrease the resolution. Here if I give 400, then window size will looks like this. Which one is small? But here I want to write the snake and ladder game, but it should be little bit higher. So that's why I'm keeping the window size as this one. Now here at the top it is showing that only Tk. But instead of Tk, I want to give some other name for this window. So here I am giving the name. So that can be given by calling the title function. So root is the main window, root dot title. Here you can write snake and ladder game and close it and run. So now if you run this one, you can see this one at the top it is showing the name of the window as the snake and ladder game, and now you can close this one. So until then it's everything is fine. Now your next part is that, so you have to create the snake and ladder window, means you have to keep 10 by 10 board at the same time, or that you have to keep some ladders and images, which is like this. Yeah, so I have kept one folder images. So here like this you have to create one board. So here up to drawing 10 by 10 boxes it will be easy, but for ladders and snakes it will become lengthy. Unnecessarily code length will be increased, unnecessarily you have to spend lots of time. So better you can use some existing image, or else make this board and insert ladders and images by using some Photoshop. Hardly takes 2 minutes. I made it already, and let's insert this image. So how you can insert? So simply first one create one frame dot frame. So here this frame should be hold on the root window. So that's why I have to keep root. So for this frame you can give the width also. Width equal to 100, CIGHT height equal to 800, relief equal to RAILCD. So that window is ready. Now you have to place this frame in the root window. So for that you have to use the place function, place Here I'm x coordinating as the 0 and y coordinate as 0. Now what you have to do is I want to insert one image, so which is also called as a set board. Board should be kept on the window. So how you can keep it? First take, you have to read one image. For reading the images, you have to need image tk dot. Image tk is one module you have to import. Photo image, photo image function you have to use. Now here you have to open the image dot open, and here you have to specify the path of the image, in which location. In the current folder, in this folder, in the project file I have created another folder images. In this folder I want to use this image, and make sure that all the images are in png format. And here what is the image name? Final underscore cover. Final underscore cover, just simply use that. Final underscore cover dot png extension, and keep that image name in double quotes. Yeah, yes, that image has been read. Now directly cannot insert the image, it should be inserted on some other labels. So that's why first create one label, and here where you want to keep this label, in the frame f1, sorry. So here keep f1 frame, and after keeping the frame one, here you have to write the image. What is the image name you have given? img1. So image equal to img1. Yeah, close it. So that image has been assigned to the label, but not yet displayed on the frame. If you want to display, so then what you have to do, you have to place it by using the place function. Place. So here you have to give the coordinates, x equal to 0 comma y equal to 0. Yes. Now try to run this program. So it is showing some error. So image tk is not defined. Actually this is some predefined module which should be imported. So for that we have to import one package. So from pal is the module. From pal module you have to import import image tk class comma image. Both the things you have to import. Now you can run. So you have imported. Before importing you have to install that module. Go to the command window and type pip instal install sorry, not pil, pillow. So you have to install the pillow module. So here it is showing that requirement is already satisfied, meaning is that that module is already imported, so you doesn't need to do anything now. So now run this program and check. Still it is showing some error. What is error? It is showing that no such final cover. Yeah, sorry. So here I have to specify that this final cover is not in the same folder, it is available under image folder. So that's why you have to specify the exact path. If you don't specify the path properly, means exact location of the image, so your Python interpreter may generate an error. So now run this one. No, still it is showing that, sorry, the folder name is images. Sorry, see this one. So image is ready. So now along with the images I have to keep some other things in the GUI components. So the next thing is that I have to keep the buttons. So one option is for player 1 and one option is for player 2. So now first I have to create buttons for the players. Buttons for players. Yeah. First I want to create for player 1. For player 1 I want to create the button. So simply write b1 equal to, it is the button name I have given, tk dot but button class you have to use. This button should be played under root. I am keeping in the root window, comma, and here over the button what name should be displayed, that can be written here, player icon. So your button is ready, you have created the button. Now after that, after creating the button, what you have to do, you have to keep it on the root window. So for that we have to call the function place. If you don't place, that object will be created but it will, which is not visible in the GUI. If you want to make it visible on any GUI, first you have to place that module. So here you have to give the coordinates for x and y axis. So for suppose here I am giving x equal to 0 comma y equal to 0. Once run the program and check. See this one, here one player button came. So player 1 which is of the small size. So here, but I don't want to keep it here, I want to keep in this position. So that's why you have to change the x and y coordinates. So x I am taking, y I am taking. Let's check that in which position it came. See this one, this button came to this position. You can move a little bit here by giving the coordinate. So button came here. Now here, but button is looking small and font is also very less. So now what you have to do is you have to increase the font size and all the things. So first you have to specify the button width and height. So player 1 comma height equal to 3, width equal to 20 I am giving. Then so for the button, if I want to give any border width and all the things, you can give. On a button foreground color I am giving red, and background color I want to give, what are the color you want to give, you can give. So this is the background color. So next, so after that, next thing is that font. So font size should be different here, font size and style. So here it can be given like this. Here you first you have to specify the font style. First I'm giving the cursive, and here font size I want to give as the 14, and I want to make it as the bold, and close this one. Bold, yeah, bold should be under quotes, sorry, it's my mistake. Bold is under quotes. And now run. See this one, that button has been placed here, which is under blue color. So if you click that, in background it is showing the gray color, but whenever you are pressing, in background you want to display another color. Then what you have to do is active background. Active background means if you click, what background color should come. I have given blue. Now run this one, that window is ready. Now click, if you click that, blue color is visible. So this is about the first button. Similarly, I want some other buttons also. So this is for player 1. Similarly, I need for player 2 also. So make it button 2. Now here I want to change the coordinates. So make it little bit down. So player 1 and player 1 it is showing that. Now I want little bit down, 600. And here for second button I want to change the name as the player 2. And for second button I want to change background color as orange. Yeah. Now let's run. See this one. This is for player 1. This is for player 2. For both the buttons, if you click, it is showing the background as blue. For suppose second one, I want to make it as red color. You can give it to background. If you press, it turns to red. And here in coordinates, distance is little bit high. That's why I'm keeping 50. So this one is ready. So this is for player 1. This is for player 2. So both the buttons are ready. So now we need one more button, that is about the exit button. So this is not the player button, this is the exit button. So when our user clicks this one, that window should be closed. So here instead of player 2, click here to end game. So like this you can keep a message. And here if you want any different background color, you can specify that. Here instead of orange, if I want to specify in yellow, you can make it. But here coordinates are important. Here I am giving the y coordinate as the 20. So let us see and run. So here for this button, give another name. See this one. So at the top, one more special button came. If you click the button, it is turning into the red, but nothing is happening. So the reason is that after clicking the button, you have to call some function. If you call the function, then only something will happen. So here also nothing will happen, here also. So now we have to add that part in that coding part. So here come here, and here whenever you want to call any function, then you have to give it to the command equal to, so root window dot, so simply write command equal to root dot destroy. So now, so here if you click on this button, immediately that window will be closed and game will be terminated. So three main buttons are completed, and now we need one more button, that is button about the dice. So as usual we need one dice should be displayed in between. For that you have to keep one button. So here in the button, here we are not keeping the text, we are keeping the image. Simply here what we are keeping the, so here we have to give some variable name where we are storing the images. And height here I am keeping and here doesn't need all the colors for the buttons. Remove all the remaining content. Yeah. And in which position you are keeping? Next I'm keeping. So in a dice you have to keep one image. Here I want to keep an image. So first you have to read the image from the user, and then you have to keep it over here. So let us see how to do. So whenever you want to read any image, so what you have to do is that first you have to open the image. I am equal to, so by using the image class, open the image. So where the image is available? In images folder. Yes, images folder. Here select the image whatever you want to keep. In the beginning I want to keep this image roll before throwing the dice. So that's why I write roll dot pn. You have add the image, then image will maybe little bit larger, that's why you have to make it small. So I am equal to im dot, you have to resize. So here I'm giving the size 65 by 65. Now after that you have to convert it to the photo image format. So I am equal to im. Yeah. Now this photo is ready to keep it here. So simply write im. So now run this code. Showing some errors. So image spelling is wrong. im. See this one. This dice came, but background color orange is not good. So you can remove image. One, two. For this I don't want any background. See this one. So like this one dice. Okay. So here if it is not happening anything. So here end game is ready, dice is ready, player 1 is ready, and player 2 ready. So whenever you are running the program, here whole data at the one place, it looks little bit congested. So better shift all the things into one function. Instead of keeping all the things here, just shift to one function. Here onwards, try to shift the def and give the alignment. Yeah. Now here from here, make a function call after setting the board. Yeah. All the contents are visible, but image is not visible. So in such case, generally, what are the image variable you are using, that you should make it as the global so that it can be accessed through. Then it works. So all the things are ready. So that main program is not congested at all. You can divide the whole program into the functions. So here what we are doing. So this is the dicing. So all the buttons are ready and all the things are main thing is ready. And our next point is that we have to keep the coins. So every user has one coin. For two players are there. For player one color coin, and for player two another color coin we have to keep. Let us see how to. Now let's create the coins for both the players, player one and player two. So how to create one? So here first what you have to do is player underscore equal to. First you have to create a canvas object. In that we have to create the circle. So by using tk.canvas canvas, so which should be placed under root comma. So here you have to give some width equal to 40 comma height equal to 40. Yeah, one canvas has been created. Over the canvas we have to create the circle. So for that we have to use the function create underscore oval. So here we have to pass the parameters 10 comma 10 comma, and here fill. So for first user I use the blue color, so let us make it as the blue. So now we have to make it place. Player underscore one dot place. You have to give the x coordinates and y coordinates. I given x equal to 0 and y equal to, I made it as 700. Now let's run the program and check. See this one blue color coin has been created, which is placed under x equal to x coordinate as 0 and y coordinate as 700. Now in case if you want to keep it in another position, for suppose if I give x coordinate is equal to 500, now this coin is placed at this position. So this is the way we can create the coins. So initially I am keeping at x equal to 0 and y equal to 800, because when the game has been started, so all the coins should be at the starting position. So blue color is for player 1 because this is under blue color. So for player 2 I am going to create in the red color. So let us see. This is the player 1 coin. Similarly, I have copy paste this one and make small changes. So here I am making as the player 2 coin 2. So but here coordinates are little bit different. Simple. So x ka thoda sa, for x coordinate should be little bit move forward. Here I am making it as the 20. Now run. So it is overlap. So give some more distance for the x-axis. Instead of 20, make it as the 50. So both the coins are looking blue color. So change the color of one coin into the red. So for player 2 coin here in a fill, make it as the red. And now run this program. So if you carefully observe that here two coins are there. One is blue coin and second one is the red coin. So all the board setup is ready. And your next task is that you have to start playing the game. So means coins should be moved according to the position. So first here, instead of keeping the coins here, let us make a function also. So whenever you are starting a game, you have created the coins, but initially you have to reset the coins at the starting position. For that, create one function. Similar this one, start game, game is over. Next, def reset coins means keep all the coins to the starting position. Make the variables as the global player 1 comma player 2. So whatever you have created, that doesn't need to create again and again. Once create and use any number of times. So player 1 dot place, it doesn't need to create again. Already I have created the player 1 circle and player 2 circle at the global scope. Now I'm using it here. So this is the player 1 and this is for player 2, and here x-axis is I'm making it as the 50, and here just remove the coordinates. So here what you have done, simply I have created a point. Yes, except that not doing anything, simply I have created the two coins. Now by using the reset coins functions, we kept it on specific positions. So now you have to call the function I. So keep coins at initial. So now run the program and check. See this one, all the coins are at the beginning. So now this basic designing part is over. So if you run the game and check, be careful, observe that basic designing points are done. So now what you have to do, if any player one has clicked on, then immediately dice should be rolled out. If user clicks something here, dice should be rolled. That is the next task we have to think. Now what we have to do, we have to start rolling the dice. Def now, who has to roll first, that is also important. So that's why here whenever I'm creating the player coins, before starting the coins, by default whose turn first, by default I'm keeping player 1. So that's why I'm kept one variable turn equal to 1. So that is the default position. So if the turn equal to 1, it is the turn of the first player. If turn equal to 2, it is the turn of second player. Turn is ready, I kept one variable. Now next you have to roll the dice. So before rolling the dice, we have to get the images of the dice. So for suppose here, so here you can download 6 images from internet, or you can create. So here I have loaded the 6 images I had downloaded and I have saved in the images folder. So for each image I have given one name, 1 2 3 4 5 6. Now I have to load all the 5 images to the program. So how to do? So before rolling the dice, make it as pass. First you have to load the images. Load dices. Load dice images first. You have to load dice images to your program. That is your first task. So for this what you have to do is, first create one global variable dice. Yeah, here. Create one global variable dice with the list to store the dice images. To store, that is the purpose of this variable, and access it. So global dice. Now what you have to do, you have to load all the images one by one. First take one list, names. In that list, specify the, simply specify the image name. So first image name is 1.png, first dice. Second image name is 2 dot. Total I need how many dice? 6. Just rename it 6, 5, 4. So total 6 images name I am maintaining in the list. Or take one image at a time. For now I'm in names. So here names is the list and name is the temporary variable. So as usual, already I told that. So earlier we have done some Return some logic to load the image. So this logic we have to apply here. Exactly. So simply copy the same code here up to photo image. Don't append it on the button. Yeah. Keep it. Yeah. Yeah. But here the name is not yet fixed. That name will be taken one at a time randomly. So that's why I have taken a name. Now, so you are accessing one image at a time, and by using for loop you are accessing one image at a time, and you are resaging, you are converting into the photo image. Now add to the dice dot append of im, whatever you are doing. So automatically all the dice images will be loaded to your program. All the images are stored in the stored in the list dice. So now what you have to do, so immediately after resetting the coins, what you have to do, you have to load the dice images, call the function, or doesn't need to call, better call from here only, load underscore dice images. So that is the function. So load dice image is ready, images are ready, and your next task is that, so among all the 6 images, means if you take a dice there are 6 faces are there, among 6 faces generate any one six and display it on the screen. So for that what you have to do, you have to generate one random number. So whenever you want to generate any random number, you have to import one important module, import. So here after importing the random module, so here what I have to do, I have to generate one random number. That random number should be in between 1 and 6. So r equal to a random dot a randint 1 comma 6. So simply what I'm doing, I'm generating one random number. So you have to access the dice variable which contain all the dice images. So this dice variable contain all the dice images. Here I'm generating one number. So here if you take the list index is starting from 0, here random number is generating from 1 to 6. So keep that point in mind. Now we have to place a dice button. So where is the dice button? This one. Take that button here. Yeah, dice button. Here location is exactly same location, but here image should be dice of what are the random number you have generated. Random number minus 1 index. Give it. Yes. Now automatically one random number will be generated and it will be displayed over there. So let's make a test. Up to here everything is okay, but when do this function should be called? Whenever user has clicked. So that's why what you have to do, two buttons are there, player 1 and player 2. So at the end in active background, after the end write co command equal to, what is the function name? Roll underscore dice. Same function call for both the users. Second button also comma right, command equal to rolled dice. And now run the program and check. Sorry, some command equal to roll underscore dice. So I had written global spelling as wrong. Global spelling. So means if I click the button 1, immediately I have to call the function roll dice. That is the meaning. Whenever I'm clicking on the button 1, I'm calling the roll dice function. Whenever I'm clicking the button 2 also, I'm calling the roll dice function. Now let's make it run. Click on, see this one new number has been turned on. Click on this one, new number turned on. See this one, for every button, every time it is generating one different numbers. If you carefully observe that. So rolling is over. If you click a button, you can able to generate an image. So I hope that up to here everything is clear. And if you click on end, it will be closed. If you click on the button, it is rolling, but these coins are not moving. That is the most important point here. These coins are not moving here and there. So that's important point is that, so if it is turned up 3, if player 1 clicks here, if it turns up 1, this first coin should be moved to the 1 position. If player 2 clicks 2, it should be moved to the 2nd position. If you click again, it should move to the 3 positions. That logic we have to write. Here if you want to move from one cell to another cell, you should know the exact coordinates for x and y. then only you can move the coin exactly to the specific cell. Otherwise it may be misplaced in some other cell. So that's why what we have to do is, for every number we have to get the x and y coordinates. So here if you carefully observe that 1 2 3 4 5 are in up to 10 here, 11 is starting from here. After that, after 20, 21 is starting from here, then 31 is starting from here. So we have to take the numbers in the same sequence: 100, 99, 98, so on up to 91. After that 81. So in this sequence generate one list first. So next thing is that what we have to do, we have to get an index. Without index it is not possible. That's why def get, so generate index for the specific number. So how to do? So for storing the indexes, create one dictionary. So here x and y coordinates of given. So what is the purpose of the index variable? Here it stores that x and y coordinates of the given number. So let us see how to do. So that's the first what you have to do. Take all the numbers in one list. In which order list is there here? If you carefully observe that 100, 99, 98, so on. So just make it 100 comma 99 comma 98. Yes, in the same order take the numbers 100, 99, 98, so on up to 91. After 91 start from 81, 81 to 89, 90, then again start from 80. So means as per the snake board, exactly we have to follow the same order. So like that I got all the numbers. Next what I have to do is, for every number I have to generate the x and y coordinates. So before doing that, let's test how we are getting the index. For suppose, so reset coins and here only get the index. So let's try. Here I want to place the coin. So take both the coins, take one coin temporarily, global player 1. So this is the player 1 coin. Now I want to place it. Player underscore 1 dot place x equal to, assume that I have taken 50 comma y equal to, I have taken 50. So let's check that how it is moving. X equal to 50 and y equal to 50, it is not placing exactly, if you carefully observe that. Now what we have to do, let's try with different index. So make x equal to 20 and y equal to 50. This also no. Then take x equal to 50 and y equal to 20. It is exactly placing in the specific cell. So means if you start from here, starting from x equal to 50 and y equal to 20 coordinates we are starting, means row is equal to 20, column is equal to 50. I am starting. So assume that if I start making a code, I will make row equal to 20, column equal to 50. In case if I want to move to, if I want to display coin in another position, so how much displacement I have to follow? So let's check. Go with player to coin also, comma, and get the position player underscore 2 dot place. So I'm making that x equal to 50 as it is, comma. Why, how much positions I want to move? I'll make it as make 50 difference and check. See this one, it is coming down, so it is not sufficient. Now what I have to do? So instead of 50, let's make it as 100. So make it 120. See this one, it is almost coming to the center of that. So means in vertical, if you want to move from one cell to another cell, we have to change the y value around 100. What if I want to change 80? If I make it 100, it is coming center. So vertical difference is around 80. If I make 180, let's check the difference. It is coming to the next cell. Yes, good. Again, if I make 180 plus 80 to 60, then it is moved to the next cell. So it's going on fine. If you want to move vertically, y value difference should be 80. Good. And next, If you want to move horizontally, keep it y equal to 20. So what is the difference? Just make it add 100, 150. Make it difference as 100. So it is moved from one cell horizontally. If I make 250, so again it move to the another cell. So it's almost fine. If you carefully observe that, if you want to move horizontally, difference between x should be 100. If you want to move vertically, difference between y should be 80. So according to that, by using that logic, let's generate the indexes. Yes, just write a loop. So all the index should be stored against each number. So initially row is starting from 20. So start from I equal to 0 for accessing the number. So for x in range, how many times I want to run the loop? 1 comma 11, 10 times. Then column is starting from 50, and for y in range, how many times this one has to run? Means first for loop is for 10 rows, second for loop is for 10. So what index I have to use? Nums of I, that number. So here I am taking one number at a time. Here I am taking one number at a time, and for that number I have to add row number and column number, x-axis and y-axis together, column comma row, in the form of a tuple. So in a dictionary, for every number I am creating a tuple. Yes, index has been generated. Then every time increase the column value. We assume that around difference should be 100 now. So take it as 101 for exact center position. Now after that, increase the I value by 1. Good. And after finishing the one row, then again you have to move to the another row. So row difference is exactly what we have thought, around 18. So row plus make it as 81. That's good. This for loop is completed. And after this one, simply print the index and once check what it is displaying. Now let's run and check. Invalid syntax. Yeah, I have given two brackets. That's the mistake. Now run and check. Some error is there. Num. Yeah. It's not nums. Num. Yeah. So if you carefully observe that, here 100. If you want to place a coin at 100, x value should be 50, y value should be 20. If you want to place a coin at 99, x value should be 151, y value should be 20. If you want to place a coin at 98, x value should be 252, y value should be 20. So like this, we have generated the coordinates for 100 to 1. All numbers we have generated the coordinates successfully. And our next task, indexing, is ready. Now, whenever you throw a dice, your next step is that you have to move the coin. You have to move the coin. So now how to do? For suppose here I am rolling the dice. Here I am keeping the button. Now here define one function. What is the function name? Coin. After throwing the dice, your next task is move the coin to some other position. So for this, create one function. We move underscore coin. Yeah. So here how you can move? For suppose I'm accessing only for player 1. Global player 1. Yeah. Now I want to move the coin. So how can you move? Player underscore 1 dot place. Which coordinates I have to keep? X equal to 0, y equal to 0. Not like this. So what are the number that person has thrown? What are the number player 1 has thrown? For that number indexes you have to take it, then you have to use it. So that's why here you have to access the index also. Global index. For every number, index is stored in which variable? Index. Now. So here, okay, let's go for this. And what are the number they have thrown? That number is stored in which variable? R. Keep it R. And receive R here. Yeah. Now what I have to do? index of r of 0, that is the x coordinate. Index of r of 1 is for the y coordinate. So these are the two coordinates are for x and y. So what number has turned up? 4. Coin has moved to exactly 4th position. Which number? 5, 1, 3. If you carefully observe that only one coin is moving continuously, because I am not considering which player is playing. I am not considering which player is playing. So that's why we have to always consider that which player is throwing the dice. So already we have created one variable turn 1. So initially whenever we are starting the game, it will take the turn 1 means player 1. So later on we have to change after every throw. So here it is a roll dice. After rolling that, after generating a number, here you have to consider the turn. So take turn also, global turn, that is a global variable which can be accessed in many places. So if turn double equal to 1, meaning is that you are dealing with the player 1. So now here you have to move a coin. You have to move a coin. Here this is the random number. Now move a coin, what I have to do? I have to specify the turn also. Turn comma R, to which position you are throwing. After that immediately change turn equal to else. In case if turn is not equals to 1, means it will be 2. In such case, call the function move underscore coin. So write turn comma R and make turn. Now, so here in a move function you have to write the turn. Turn also extra variable. So turn now. So whenever you are placing the coin, before that first you have to check the condition. If turn double equal to 1, you are dealing with the player 1. Else means you are dealing with the player 2. So that should be accessed by using global. Yeah, right. Player underscore 2. So now let's run the program and check. So what I have done, I added one extra variable. Yeah. So whenever you are rolling the dice, after generating a random number, check that whose turn is. If turn variable contains 1, then it is the player 1 turn. Then move the coin and give chance to the second person. If turn variable is 2, move the coin and give the chance to the first player. That's all. So here, if I click on player 1, 2 came. So player 1, blue coin. If player 2 moves, 2 came, again player 2. If I click on this one, 3 number turned up. So blue coin has been moved. If I click on the player 2, 3 came. Now here 5. Here red. Yeah. So means we are checking the turn. Now here one more important point is there. Generally whenever you are throwing the dice, initially if 3 comes, coin will be moved to the, for suppose here, if player 1 played, 5 has turned up, coin has placed at the 5th position. After that if he turn it again, then 2 came, 5 plus 2, it should move to the 7th position. Means you should not forget the position of every player. So that thing we have to write logic here. Now onwards, here in the starting of the program, take two special variables, initial positions of players. Position 1 initially take none, position 2 equal to none. So this position 1 is for player 1, position 2 is for player 2. So generally initially we have done reset coins now. Where is the function? Yeah, in that coins take positions also, global position 1, position 2. global spelling. Yeah. So after placing the coins at zeroth positions, keep the positions also at 0. Initially both are at the position 0. Player 1 is at position 0. Player 2 is also at the position 0. Now next, whenever they are rolling the dice, one number will become, then what are the number will come that should be added to the previous position. So like for suppose GLO be a global PYS 1 comma PYS 2. Now here what you have to do, whenever they turn the coin, what are the number will come that should be added to the POS1 equal to POS1 plus R. So what are the previous position? For that position, that current number should be added and that position should be passed. Means we have to move to the specific position. Similarly, you have to do for the position 2 also. Position 2 equal to position 2 plus R. Here you have to pass position and give a chance for the other person. So turn logic has been applied. Now check. Run player 1. Initially both are at 0. If player 1 plays, turn is 3, it move to the third position. Next, player 2 plays 1 position. Again, if player 1 throws 4, earlier is at 3, 3 plus 4, 7. It has moved. So that's why I used the concept of position. If I use only generated number, always it will be in the 1 to 6 levels. So I have to proceed further. So that's why every time I have to change the position. So up to position it's okay. Next, here one more important point is that if you carefully observe that here if player 1 plays, it move to the second position. Then next turn should be player 2. But here player 1 play again because that button is working. So what logic you have to do is after player 1 plays, immediately player 1 button should be disabled. Whenever player 2 is playing, player 1 button should be disabled. Whenever player 1 is playing, player 2 button should be disabled. So that logic we have to apply right now. So means based on the position we have to write like this. Now already we have created the two buttons, global buttons, where we have kept the buttons. Player 1 buttons should be at the global. These are the coins we have kept. Set board. So here keep the buttons. So both the players buttons are there. I am making as the button. So placing I have done, but I have to make it as the global. So remove this one. So here I have to use two buttons, global B1 comma B2. Two buttons are there, I can place it. Now what I have to do is, whenever you are rolling the dice, if the turn is second person, immediately you have to disable the button 1. Like, so access the both the buttons here, global B1 comma B2. Take the two buttons. Now here what you have to do, shift turn 1 is completed. After moving the coin, it goes to the second person turn, so that first button should be disabled. state equal to disable, disable. Next, b2 dot configure state equal to normal. Yeah. Now similarly, when it is the turn 1, it should be in reverse. First one is normal, second one should be disable. Yeah. Let's roll the dice and check. Whenever player 1 is playing, dice has been thrown 1, Now this player 1 button is not working because it is disabled. Now it's turn off player 2. Now player 1 complete. So now 6 came, again it is running. With the same name I have used another button here, that is the problem. This make it as B3. Yeah, now it works. Right, only B. Somewhere we have used the same name, so that's why this issue came. Yeah, now run again. Now let's check. Player 1, yeah, fine. Player 1 is disabled. Now player 2, 2. Now player 2 is disabled. Again player 1 turn 5. It has moved. It is disabled. Now player 2. It is 4. And the next important thing is that, so here we are moving the coin as per the position we are getting. But here whenever we are playing the game, whenever coin turns 6, what will we do? We don't give the chance to the other person. Same player will play again. Means if the coin is 6, should not give the chance to the second player. So for that we have to write a logic. So in case here at a point, if r is not equal to 6, then only give a chance to the player 2. Otherwise don't give a chance. So same logic add here. If r is not equal to 6, then only give a chance for the second player. Otherwise keep the chance with the same player. That is one point we have to think. Here player 2 got a 6, then chance should not given to the player 1. Again player 2 should throw the dice. Again 6, again player 2 should throw. Again 4, it should be disabled. Yeah, it's fine. And next thing is that when the coin is moving on, how long it should go? Until it reaches the 100. In case if it crosses the 100, it should not proceed further. So whenever the position becomes 100, you should not give a chance to move further. So that's why what you have to write, POS plus, then only do position. So whenever you throw a dice, if dice number is added to the current position, if total is crossing the 100, don't move the position, otherwise leave it. So that's the logic we have to. So up to here everything is okay. And the next important point is that, so if you carefully observe, there are some ladders are there, some snakes are there. So for suppose here, assume that first ladder is at 8th cell. If your coin is at the 8th position, then immediately you should move your coin to 29th position. In case if your coin is at 50, immediately it should move to the 69. So whenever there is a ladder, you have to move forward some cells. At the same time, whenever it's come to the snakes, whenever is there any head, immediately you should come to the tail position. You should come backward. So that logic we are going to implement now. So for this what we have to do is simply come down. So here take two variables, ladder, bottom to top positions you are taking. For that create one dictionary. Similarly, next, similar to the ladder, we have to create another thing that is called as the snakes. By looking at the diagram, so what is the first ladder starting point? 8, the ending point is 29. Keep this one 8 colon 29, means if you reach the 8th cell, you have to move to the 29th cell immediately. That is the meaning. Second ladder is at 19, 57, 19 colon 57. So 19 is the starting point and 57 is the ending point. Next ladder is at 26, 45, 26 colon 45. Next ladder is at 46, 46 colon 97. Next ladder is at 50 colon 69, 50 colon 69. Next ladder 60, 79. Next 73, 92. 73 to 92. Yeah, we have covered all the ladders. Total 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Total 7 ladders are there. Similarly, snake, head to tail. How you are moving? So total 7 snakes are there. Start from the first snake. Head is at 99, tail is at 43. 99 colon 43, comma. Next snake 94, 66. 94 colon 66, comma. 85, 55. 85 to 55. Next 70, 13. 70 colon 13. Next 63, 25. 63 colon 25. Next 48, 6 colon 6. Last one 39, 3. 39 colon 3. So these are the snakes heads, and these are the snakes and ladders starting and ending positions. Now, so whenever person has thrown the dice, immediately they'll change the coin. Whenever they're changing the coin, they have to check that in the target position is there any ladder or snake. In case if ladder is there, you have to move upward direction. In case if snake is there, you have to come backward direction. That is the point. Let's apply that logic. So after rolling the dice, what you are doing? You are moving the coin. Now, yeah. Now what we have to do? We have to check for ladder. Def check ladder. Ladder will take one parameter turn. Yeah. So whenever we are checking, first thing we will take position 1 and position 2. Two positions of that. First we have to check the turn whose turn it is. If turn double equal to 1 means it is the user one. Now you have to check that whether position 1 is in the ladder or not. So what you have to do? You have to check another condition. If POS, what is that variable? Ladder is the dictionary we have created. If position in ladder, then what we have to do? Position 1 equal to ladder of position 1. Next, else means it is turn 2. Then you have to check the position 2 in ladder. If that position 2 is in the ladder list, then position 2 will be calculated as ladder of position 2. That's it. So what logic you have to do is here. So before that, here you have to confirm that whether ladder is there or not, because if there is a ladder, you have to throw the dice one more time. That's why take initial f equal to 0 in case that no ladder. In case if it found f equal to 1 equal to 1 and return f. So now what we have to do? We have checked the ladder. So here, after throwing the dice, if r is not equal to 6, at the same time, before moving the coin, after calculating the position, before moving the coin, we have to check for the ladder. Check underscore ladder. Here you have to pass the variable turn. That should be assigned to some variable lad equal to. Because after taking the turn, ladder will check that if there is a ladder, it gives you 1. If there is no ladder, it gives you false. Now when do you give a chance? R should be not equal to 6. At the same time, lad should be not equal to 1. In the both the cases, you are not giving chance for the other person. you are going to throw the dice one more time. Now same logic apply here also for both the users. Yeah, yeah. Wow. So ladder logic is ready. Next, here also you have to call the function again. First check the ladder. After that only you have to make a movement. So ladder is over. Next thing is that snake. Whenever snake is there, you have to come from here to here. So now define one more function. Check snake. Def check underscore snake. It will take turn as the parameter. Take both the positions as the global. Now same logic here. If turn double equal to 1. So automatically it is the player 1. After player 1, what you have to check that if position 1 in snake, whether position 1 is in snake head or not. In that case, position 1 should be changed to tail. Changing position to tail. That is the meaning. Else. So means it is the player 2 turn. So for player 2 also you have to check that whether the player 2 position in snake heads or not. In case if it is in snake head, so first you have to import that global snake also. I think doesn't need. So because we are not modifying snake, then position 2 equal to snake of position 2. Yeah. So we have recalculated the positions. At the same time, whenever you are rolling the dice, first we have to check for ladder or snake. Ladder has been checked. Similarly, we have to check the snake also. Snake of turn. Same CHECK. Same thing we have to keep it here. Yeah. So now here we are calling the function to check that in that given position snake is there or not. If the snake is there, we'll change the position to the tail. So here we are checking for the ladder. So after checking for snake and ladder, then we are changing the cursor coin position. So now almost main components are completed. Now we can run the program and check how it is running. So initially both the coins are at the first position. Player 1, 3. So it is not moving. Player 2, no, it is not moving. Click here to end the game. Just a second. Check, yeah, function name I have written wrong. Yeah, check snake. Yeah, function name is okay now. And one more thing is that, so before checking that whether ladder is there or not, so initially assume that there is no ladder here. LAD equal to 0 means no ladder. In case if ladder turns, this variable will become 1, so that if it is not equal to 1, it gives the chance to the another person. If it is equal to the 1, they'll retain the chance. Now let's run the program. Yeah, so let's start with the player 1. Player 1 got 3 position has been changed. Now player 2 got 1 position. Again player 1 2 positions. Player 2 1. Now again player 1 2 turned up from 5 to 7, it has changed. Now player 2 it moved to the 4th position. Now again player 1 it climbed the ladder and it has given one more chance. If you click, it counts the 6, again it will get one more chance. So 5, it has moved forward. Now it has been disabled. Now it is the turn of player 2. Click here. So from here to 4, 8, and it's climbed the ladder. Again you get a chance. play to 6. So this is the way this is the way game keep on running. So how long it should run? Until it reaches the ending position. How do you know that whether it reaches the ending position or not? So that's why after every throw, check that whether they are the winners or not. So call one function, define one function. In that function, we have to check that whether the particular player is the winner or not. So on which basis we are going to check? Simple logic. We'll check the winner based on the position. For suppose, simply here define the winner function here. Def is underscore winner. So here take global, read the both the positions. So here this winner function will take two parameters pos1 and pos2. So here what will you do? You will check that which player has reached the 100th position. If pos1 double equal to 100, meaning is that player 1 is the winner. So keep message equal 1 is the. So immediately what we have to do, create one label and display tk dot. So where we want to keep in a root. So now here what is the text you want to display? The text is stored in which variable? Text equal to msg we have stored, and we have to give the height and width. Height equal to 2 comma width equal to, and background color I am giving the red color, and I am giving some different font color. Font equal to, so here I am giving cursive, and font size is 30 I am giving, and I am making it as the. Now in which position I want to keep? Lab dot place x equal to 300 comma y equal to 300, means at middle. And if game is over, so automatically what we have to do, we have to reset the coins. So after that immediately what we have to do, reset coins to the beginning position, if that is the user 1 is winner. In case if user 2 is winner, same logic, right? But here you have to write that play. Yeah, no, that's not the problem. 2, 3. So while playing that, if the player reaches the ending point, and automatically it will show you the message player is the winner. Yes, player 2 is the winner. So if the player reaches the dead end, so automatically show that player 2 is the winner. So this is the how you can design the snake and ladder game. So in this game, if you want to add any voice interaction, means whenever user has thrown the dice, that number should be spoken by the computer. So let us see how to do. So for this, first we have to import three important modules. First thing is that GTTS. From GTTS module is there. From this module, you have to import GTTS, means Google Text to Speech Converter. Now, so this is one module, and second module is that whenever you have converted the text, you have to make it play. So for that you have to import one special module. Play sound is the function you have to call, and after that import OS. So to perform any OS, that means whether deleting the file and renaming the file, such things you can do it. Now just for after doing this, what you have to do, first you have to install these two packages, GTTS and play sound. So open the command window and type pip install GTTS. It is showing that requirement is already satisfied, means already installed. Similarly, install pip install play sound. Yeah. So means both the packages are already installed. Just define one function for playing the sound. So def, I given the function name as the sp. Here I am giving the text. What are the text should be spoken by the computer. So here first set one language, language. By default I'm taking English language, so the text should be spoken in English language. Now create the gtts object, obj equal to gtts. Here what are the text should be spoken, txt equal to same variable name, use another one, use capital text equal to text, comma, next. What are the language you want to use? Here we have selected the en, so instead of keeping here, so directly you can keep it here, language en. Next, after that, at speed at which you want to speak. Slow, false means your text should be speaking very fast. Yeah. So you, what are the text you have given that has been converted to the voice? After giving to the voice, first next thing is that you have to save that voice. Obj dot save in your computer. You give the name text dot mp3. You can give any name. You have saved that file. Now immediately, now using the play sound function, make it play same file text.mp3, and after playing the sound simply remove that file. So the function is ready. So next time onwards, whenever you want to speak anything, so call the speak function with some text. So let's come for the dice. So whenever player has thrown any dice, immediately what you have to do, you have to speak. So let's run. So here we are throwing the dice, here number is generated for the dice. So simply here write all the functions speak. Yeah. Now let's run the program.
1,
So one has been turned up, one has been spoken by the computer. We play to throw the dice.
4,
4 has turned up, 4 is came here. Player 1,
4,
again 4 come.
6,
So here 6 has been turned up. So if I throw it again, player 1, if 6 comes means again it's play to turn. So simply click again.
3,
Again 3 came, it has been moved to 13. So this is the way you can add. So dice has been given at the same time at which position you are there. For that also if you want to give. So simply, so whenever you are moving the coin, to which position you are moving, you are moving to the specific position. Simply write POS1 comma POS speak. If it is turn 1, speak position 1. Whatever your current position, that position should be spoken by the system. Then here this is for the position 2. So whenever you are moving the coin. So here before the position, if you want to specify any message, now like you are at, like this you can keep some message. Yeah. So now run the game and check. Yeah. So now run, click on player 1.
5. You are at 5.
Yeah, 5 came. Now player 2.
4. You are at 4.
Yeah.
3. You are at 29.
So means here ladder come, that's why we have moved further. Next again, whenever ladder is there, it's turn the player 1 again.
6. You are at 35.
So you move to the 35 and again it's your turn again.
3. You are at 38.
Yeah. So this is the way you can add background voice. Now, so not only this, whenever ladder comes, again you want to give some message. Whenever snake comes, again you want to give some voice message. Then how to do? So for that, what you have to do is similar type of message you have to keep. Like, so where is the check ladder and check snake? That is at the top. Yeah, check ladder. See, in case if snake is there, then yeah. So here immediately speak. So here I'm checking for the snake. keep the message snake. So you can keep the message snake at and give the position. At which position? Position 1. Plus immediately keep right going down to which position you are going again. You have to speak that one also. Snake of position 1. You are moving to this position and here you have to convert into the string. So this is for player 1 and this is for player 2. So simply made that position 2. Yeah. Now similarly, whenever there is a ladder, you can add the ladder also. Similar type of message you can keep here. Whenever ladder comes, now here immediately write ladder at position 1, moving up to. So here you are going to the ladder ladder position 1. You are moving up. So similarly we have to do for the second user also, means second player. So position 2. Yeah, position 2. Now let's run. So here play the game, throw the dice.
4. You are at 4.
Yeah, you are at the 4. Now it's a play 2.
1. You are at 1. 4. Ladder at 8 moving up to 29.
Yeah.
You are at 29.
Yeah, so ladder came, we are moving to the 29. Next, whenever ladder is there, it gives you one more turn. Again play.
1. You are at 30.
Yeah. Next.
1. You are at 2.
Second player one turn.
5. You are at 35.
So whenever you play again.
5. You are at 7. 5. You are at 40.
Yeah.
2. You are at 9.
So this is the way voice can be added. And next thing is that, so up to here everything is okay. And one more thing, so if you are the winner, you have to give a voice message also. Player 1 is the winner or player 2 is the winner. So let's go up, winner is winner. We have defined one function. Let's go to is winner. Yeah, snake is over, roll dice is over. Yeah, is winner. So here player 1 is the winner. So immediately speak SG. If player 1 is winner, speak this message. If player 2 is winner, speak this message. So next, so whenever you are throwing the dice, so every time we are confusing that whose turn is that. If you get that voice also, it would be better. So that's why here, so whenever you are throwing a dice, always speak your turn also. Yeah. So at last, yeah, right. Speak. So whose turn it is? Player. So turn variable contains 1 and 2. Whose turn it is? Yeah, that will be spoken by the computer. And whenever you are starting the game, so always it is starting with the player 1 turn. So that's why, so whenever you are starting the game, so before that, keep a voice, speak, welcome to snake game, start with player 1. So keep the message. Now run the game. Yeah.
Welcome to Snake Game. Start with player 1.
Yeah. Immediately ladder will come. So now whenever player 1 plays, if you click that.
6. You are at 6.
Here 6.
Player 1 turn.
6 came. So coin has been moved to 6 positions and it is saying that it is the player 1 turn again. So again click here.
4. You are at 10. Player 2 turn.
So you have moved to the 10th position. Now it is the player 2 turn. Player 1 button has been disabled. Now again if you click on the player 2 now.
2. You are at 2. Player 1 turn.
So here 2 has been turned up. So coin has moved to 2 positions. Now it is the turn of player 1 turn. Player 2 is disabled now. Now click on the player 1 now.
3. You are at 13. Player 2 turn.
So player 1 got the 3 and it has been moved to 3 position. After that it is giving the voice command that now it is the turn of the player 2. Now again click.
3. You are at 5. Player 1 turn.
So 3 means coin has been moved to 3 positions and it is saying that is the player 1 turn. So this is the way you can run the snake game. So I hope that everyone understand. And if anyone want the snake board, so simply you can take the screenshot and use it in your programming. So that's all about this.